Hi, welcome to the Restaurant Show. I'm your host, Justin Riley, and I hope you stick around today because we've got a fantastic show with some great local food in store for you. We'll check in with Dashalitos. Emily will talk to Rob about some of his hot sauce recipes. We'll also be joined by Tuscany Grill, and Blow & Smoke Barbecue will join us as well. It's all coming up right here on the Restaurant Show where you can skip the rest, enjoy the best. We'll tell you where to go on the Restaurant Show.
This episode of The Restaurant Show brought to you by AccuClimb Mechanical Services.
Welcome back to The Restaurant Show. Next time you're in Waunakee, or maybe it's worth the trip, I sure think so, make sure you stop by Blow & Smoke Barbecue. We're here with Robert Bishop, owner, and I'm so glad to see you.
Good to see you too, Jess.
So, we've got some things to cover today.
Right.
You have fantastic Kansas City style barbecue, and we've learned from you in the past a little bit about what that means. But we're going to do something different to start out today. So, you have amazing barbecue, but you also have salads.
We do have salads. We have 4 or 5 different kinds of salads: garden salad, buffalo chicken salad. We're going to showcase the chef salad today.
Everybody loves a good chef salad. At least I love a good chef salad.
And you know, if you come out with your husband or something, you just don't feel like barbecue, got a couple other options, so you're not just sitting there wishing you were somewhere else. You know?
I think that's great because when you think of a barbecue place, you usually think that that's going to be the only thing on the menu.
Right.
And sometimes, you know, when you're out with the family, maybe one person wants one thing, one person's really in the mood for barbecue. I'm often in the mood for a salad. So.
And I am too, you know, so it's good to have that on hand whenever I'm sick of the barbecue, you know.
Okay, so what's the chef consist of?
Chef is your basically chef salad, pit ham, smoked turkey, Swiss and cheddar. Just slice that up.
Okay. And another reason you do a salad too is because a salad could be an option for you to have with your barbecue, right? You do a side salad.
We do a small side salad. We do a prime rib, smoked prime rib on Saturday nights. It comes with a salad. So just a little additive there.
Yeah, so we're going to pick your brain about that smoked prime rib too really quick while you're putting that salad together. So on Saturdays, you do this. And you said it was, is it apple smoked?
Applewood smoked prime rib.
Applewood smoked.
Put a heavy coating of our dry rub on it because, you know, it only smokes for about 3 hours, so it's not going to take a lot of smoke.
Only 3 hours, which is small in your world. I think that's funny.
That is small in my world. But for 3 hours, you put a heavy coat of rub on, and it just picks up that apple smoke, and it's just fork tender.
Delicious. And comes with cheesy potatoes and beans.
Cheesy potatoes and beans, or you can use any of the sides. We try to pair that up at times, but anything you'd like, we can do with that salad.
Incredible. And that looks amazing. A great chef salad is a lovely option if you're not in the mood for the barbecue. But look at that. That looks great. Nice and bright and green and real lettuce and real colors and real veggies.
And we make all of our own dressings.
Do you really?
Ranch honey balsamic, made a nice poppy seed.
Wow.
Thousand Island.
So there's real ingredients in there as well.
Exactly.
That's hard to come by with dressings, believe it or not. So delicious. You can get a salad. Now, of course, we're going to move on to barbecue. Don't worry. We're going to talk about burn ends.
Burn ends.
Now, this is one of your dinners. You have an incredible dinner menu. So let's talk about burn ends. Now, compared to 3 hours of smoking for the prime rib on Saturday, how about with the burn ends?
Well, burn ends are your beef brisket. The regular beef smokes about 10 to 12 hours, but burn ends will go about 14 to 15.
Oh my
Just depending on how thick it is and where it's at on the smoker.
That's incredible.
You really want that just heavily smoked and dark.
This is a 24-hour operation over here.
It pretty much is, yeah. So I never sleep.
No.
So I need no sleep.
Well, you look good for no rest.
Oh, thank you.
So I guess walk us through what you do once you've got 14 or 15 hours of smoking under. Oh my goodness.
This is this is burn ends here.
Wow.
Basically, what we do is just cut off in chunks.
Okay.
And serve it up in cubes.
And you said this is a dinner. Now you have a ton of dinner side options. So I mean, you can get this with potato salad, fries, coleslaw. You have sweet potato fries.
Sweet potato fries.
That's one of my favorites.
One of my not so favorites.
Really?
But everybody loves them, so
everyone's got their favorite.
Everybody's got their favorite.
Of course, you do baked beans and coleslaw.
Baked beans from scratch, right? Yep.
And that broccoli salad that you have looks amazing as well. So all kinds of stuff. Cornbread muffins, some really good.
We've got delicious cornbread.
Yeah.
Put a little extra sugar in there, kind of dull them up just a little bit.
Yes.
But they're delicious. My staff can't keep their hands out of them, but that's okay.
So
I'd rather give them cornbread, I think, than beef brisket for their shift meal.
So if you're looking for a job and you love cornbread, Just season. Okay, so this is a fantastic dinner option. You've chosen a couple of sides for us here. What's your favorite with the burn ends for sides? Do you think there's a good pairing?
What I like is the potato salad. I like to put it on the plate,
Yeah.
make a little divot with my spoon, like you would for mashed potatoes,
Okay.
and put beans on top, believe it or not.
Wow.
We used to
that's
do that
a
when we
real
were
tip.
competing, and late at night before we hit the sack for a couple hours, have to have a little something for the belly to soak up some beer. And we do potato salad and beans. And
Tricks of the trade.
Tricks of the
That's a
trade,
great
yeah.
trick. I love that. I'd never done that before. Okay, so you make a little spoon hole.
just like where you put your gravy, you put beans in instead. So you got your cold potato salad and your hot beans, and it's
Goes
just
together.
really kind of tasty.
This
So
is
if anybody
why-
wants to try that, just let me know. We'll
This
hook
is
you up.
why Robert's won all these awards, all these great ideas. Okay, so that's fantastic. And I want to talk a little bit about your menu as a whole too, because we've kind of talked about there's some variety, there's salads, you've obviously got great dinners, you've done some of your specialty sandwiches for us before. So good, amazing, some really great appetizers. You even have a kids menu.
We do.
So the whole family really can come out. The kids are welcome, and you have a lovely patio outside, weather permitting, of course, where the whole family can sit, and you can even bring your pup.
Bring your pup along if you want.
Yeah. So really, the whole family, even the
Yep,
dog.
a lot of them
can
just
come
stroll
out.
down with their bicycles and strollers and head
Come
on
on
over.
out. Everyone's welcome. It's a beautiful space out here in Wanakee. And I want to make sure we mention, too, in case you don't know, they do offer catering.
We do a lot of catering. No
you do a
parties
lot.
too small, too big.
So catering for parties large and small.
We have excellent catering prices.
Yeah, I was just going to say, looking at your menu, and everything on your menu is incredibly reasonable. And if you break it down by the hour for how long you've smoked it, then you're really talking. No, but
Yeah.
I just think it's incredible because all the prep and all the work that you put into it, and you really try and make everything from scratch. Your expertise and winningness in this category and in this industry, and then you offer fantastic prices for folks to come out and enjoy, really at a great price. So I
Well,
think that's
it's kind of a passion. Anybody that's into the restaurant business, it's a passion because the hours stink, it's stressful, all that. But especially when you're doing your own kind of food, my own recipes, it's just no problems then,
Well, yeah, you get to share that with folks at home and,
Exactly.
and get all the fantastic feedback and feel good about that. So make sure you come out and see these guys out here in Wanakee.
Right.
And tell people where you are exactly.
We're at 113 in Arboretum, about a quarter mile down Arboretum, right in front of a residential area.
Yeah, in a lovely neighborhood and a lovely space, lovely building, and you are just lovely yourself,
Well,
Robert
thank you,
Bishop.
so are you, Jess.
Owner of Blow and Smoke Barbecue. Thanks for joining us. We're going to be back with more Restaurant Show after the break.
Coming up next on the Restaurant Show, Emily checks in with Rob from Dashalito's Hot Sauce.
Hi, folks, and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. We are so excited to have Mr. Robert Grether back here today from Dashalito's Hot Sauces and Spicy Foods. Rob, welcome back. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here.
What are we doing today?
Today we are going to make some Dashalito's deviled eggs or Dashalito eggs.
Dashalito to eggs?
I guess.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so this is a recipe that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. My mom has made these, and in the past my mom just makes pretty much standard deviled eggs and then adds one or the other of the hot sauces. Generally she uses the green fire, but today we are going to do it with the Caribbean curry.
Fantastic. So Caribbean curry is a little bit spicier from what I understand. The orange color uses a different kind of peppers in there. You want to tell us a little bit about the difference there?
Well, the orange color is from the curry and the peaches.
Shows how much I know.
So it's peaches and curry, and then the spices from habanero peppers. So it is a habanero peppered hot sauce. So it's pretty spicy. Of all of our sauces, of which we have habaneros and jalapenos, this is the spiciest.
All right.
Per pepper per bottle.
So we're gonna have very spicy deviled eggs, which is a classic summer picnic barbecue dish. So this is great. This is great. So let's see, make the magic happen.
Well,
What's the first step?
For the purposes of this show, we boiled some eggs prior to coming here. We did cut the eggs already. We did remove the the yolks. So we're gonna just take the yolks. We're gonna crush them up a little bit, and we're gonna add some mayonnaise and a little bit of mustard. We're going to chop up some pickle, and then we're gonna add some Caribbean curry.
So for folks out there that have not had the pleasure of making deviled eggs on the traditional scale, this is I think you can do many different things to deviled eggs to make them your own. Rob, for instance, is going to make them spicy with Dashalitos. But typically, it's a mayonnaise, mustard, egg, yolk, pickled mix.
Yeah, you
right?
know, deviled eggs have become a pretty hip bar food, I think. I know some
Really?
nicer bars have, or maybe some lesser nice bars, or
And everything in between.
some bars that are okay have been making deviled eggs on the menu. And I think that you can do a lot of different things. You know, you can put bacon in there. You know, again, hot sauce is a good one. Like I said, any one of the hot sauces would probably work out well, or they do work out well, I should say, from the more mild to the sweet.
So you can be creative with what goes inside the mix. But you take the yolks, you mix it all up with whatever it is that's to your fancy. And then what is the next step? This is the part in which you have to be a little more careful maybe, but you can be a little artistic and
With what, the hot sauce?
no, putting them back in the eggs.
Oh,
This is
yeah,
the
that's
step
gonna
that
be a
maybe
whole nother-
people don't
Yeah, we're not
realize
there-
if they've
we're
not done
we're
that.
not
Oh,
there yet.
okay.
So
Excuse me
we haven't
while I
even
jump
added the hot
ahead.
sauce yet. So we're going to add some hot sauce, and we're still kind of whipping these things into a softer, less lumpy consistency.
Okay.
I could have probably done that before I got here, but then it wouldn't be really a restaurant show. Where
This is a
we're
cooking
making
show.
stuff.
Yep, we want to see it all happen in front of the camera. So
So, you know, we put a pretty good amount.
hot sauce to taste, like we've seen you do before, which is always good to know. Then you can try it. If it's not spicy enough,
Yeah.
do a little more.
Yep, I usually, like I said, like to just kind of experiment with it. Once you kind of get a better idea of what you're looking at, it's obviously pretty easy. I don't know which way I'm looking, but
Well, that's starting to really look like what I think people can recognize now, what is the inside of a deviled egg, in case you never knew.
yeah, we're gonna chop up some pickle real quick. I could have probably already chopped that up too, but pickle's a little less important. I actually considered making a pickle relish, which I've made before with hot sauce, and you basically just dice the pickles up a lot like I'm doing now, and then you can really chop up some onion or some other things that may or may not be of interest to have. Like, I've had some corn type things with some, black beans. Again, with the hot sauce, you really have kind of a blank canvas to work with as far as, just adding some for spice and just for flavor.
So you can take many everyday type dishes or normal picnic type fillers, if you will, like a relish for your hot dogs, and you can add Dashalitos hot sauce of your choice to them and spice it up literally and make it maybe a little more colorful and definitely spicier.
And I like pickles, so I made sure that I added some pretty big chunks of pickle. That's
gives
probably
it the
not
tartness, right?
Yeah, it's not for everybody, so maybe your family's not down with that, but you'll figure that out when they just tell you that.
Yeah. And usually people tend to eat deviled eggs and enjoy them, and they don't even know what's going on inside. So
it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You can take some of this here, and I actually probably want to taste a little bit of it to see if it's got the good spice or not.
Okay, so this is the add spice to taste action that we've been talking about all along here with the Dashalitos. So.
And I think that, it had a little bit of spice, but it wasn't as pronounced as I was hoping to get. With the Caribbean curry, again, it's going to give you a sweeter egg than you're going to have with just the mustard or the mayonnaise. So it's going to be kind of fruity. Like Emily said, it's kind of a summer thing. So, that's going to be kind of fun to bring out. And
Okay, so this is where we
probably
fill the eggs, and you kind of like to overflow it a little bit so it has that nice deviled egg type look. Beautiful.
If you want, you can probably put a little dab on
A
the
little
top.
dab.
But
Sometimes I've seen them do, not the hot sauce ones, but traditional little paprika, right? Just to give a little color on the top. So that looks beautiful.
so I don't know if you want to give that a shot or
Yep,
not.
so I'm gonna try this. This is a Caribbean curry, undertow, Dashalitos, deviled egg. Here we go. Very good. It is spicy, but it's a little bit sweeter, like you were saying. No, thank you. But thank you. It makes everything taste better. A little bit spicy, but definitely has the nice smooth flavor that you're looking for with the deviled egg. It's gonna liven up your party. Definitely spice up your party a little bit if you like spicy things. If you've already tried Dashalitos, fantastic. If not, this is a wonderful way to buy a bottle at your local store. There's also some upcoming things happening for Dashalitos that maybe Rob wants to
Look
touch
for
on a
us
little
in Sun
bit.
Prairie at the Bacon, Brew, and Barbecue Fest, June 24th, 25th, and 26th. We're going to be there for the whole of the 3 days. Great event. Look into it, thesummerfeast.org. And Other
than that, we just want to thank you again for always coming in. We enjoy you very much on the restaurant show. Thank you for making this wonderful food for us. And please join us again on the restaurant show very soon. Thanks.
Up next on the restaurant show, Chef Peter Lidstrom cooks a delicious meal from Tuscany Grill. Welcome back to the restaurant show. I've got my fork ready to go here because I'm joined now by Chef Peter Lidstrom from Tuscany. Peter, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
You always bring something good to cook for us today. So what are you making today?
Tuscan seafood stew. It's an Italian variation of the paella and sarsuela and bouillabaisse and all this. This is Italian's northern Italian style of seafood stew.
And as we talked about before the show started, every country has to have their own stew. So this
Apparently.
is Northern Italy's version of the stew. So let's get started. What do we got here?
We are going to start with, first of all, we got oil in the pan.
Okay, is this olive oil, vegetable oil?
Okay. Extra virgin. I'm going to add a little more so you won't get it too hot here.
Fantastic.
And garlic.
All right. So we got some and there's some green things in there. What are the...
That's just a little parsley.
All right, very good, very good. Let that get cooking here.
Get the cooking, get the garlic kicking out some flavor.
Typically, how hot do you want your plate to be here?
Medium. Not too hot, not too cold.
Sure.
Like this is, right now it's going to take only like 10 seconds. This is going to be browning.
Okay.
And then it's perfect. Then we're going to add the wine.
Okay, and what kind of wine is this?
White wine.
Right.
We glaze the pan with that.
There we go, all right. So any kind of white wine all All right.
Not too sweet though. The sweet wine, a little drier wine.
Sure. Not dessert wine.
No,
like
no,
that.
absolutely not. And here we go. Now we raise the temperature so that it's reduced faster.
Sure, okay.
And now we add some salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper, some simple stuff so
Yeah,
far.
cracked red peppers.
All right.
Some,
Just a little bit of cracked red pepper.
Yeah, not much because some people think it's going to be too spicy. So.
Okay.
And here's thyme, fresh thyme with the flowers and everything.
Always, fresh is always better.
Yep. And fresh basil.
All right, fresh basil.
Yep.
And I like how
We're
you're
gonna
able to
heat it
just
up.
kind of, I would have to use a utensil of some kind to,
Well, I have one here if I feel for it.
if you feel the need to do that.
It's okay.
I made an omelet for myself the other day and I tried to flip. I did okay with
You
the
did
flip.
flip?
I did okay with the flip.
That's
but
good.
Anyway.
And now we're going to add seafood stock.
All right. And this is any kind of seafood stock that you can get get at the grocery store or whatever. Okay, fantastic.
And it's usually, right now, it's really reduced down a little fast, but we don't have that much time, so I got to speed it up a little.
Sure, no, that's okay. That's
And
okay.
now I just turn up to max and add our homemade marinara sauce in the house.
All right.
And then
Can't go wrong with marinara.
heirloom tomatoes.
Nice.
And there's a lot of stuff going in this.
Yeah, the
onions.
whole table is kind of covered here.
Yeah.
This is more ingredients than you normally bring. That's
Yeah.
all right, though.
Peppers, all
All right.
colors. Diced tomatoes.
Okay. Look at that.
And that's
What was that you just added?
diced tomatoes.
That's diced tomatoes?
No, potatoes.
Oh, potatoes.
Potatoes, tomatoes.
Potato,
Potatoes.
potato.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
And now we're gonna just let this simmer for a little while
All right,
before
that's
we
cool.
add the seafood.
So you guys are still working on renovations. That's still moving forward.
It's moving forward with plans on a board.
Mm-hmm.
That's the plans, but nothing is happening in the restaurant yet.
Okay.
But it's when it will happen, it's gonna happen, and it's gonna be done.
Okay, so okay. And new menu options are always your menus. You're kind of cycling through
Yes.
different menu items and so forth all the time.
We
so
took
you've got-
this Tuscan seafood now. We took the paella away.
Okay.
And did it Italian style instead of for the Spanish style. So change it up a little to make it different.
Sure, yeah, and that's what's kind of cool about a place like Tuscany is that when you go in, you know, it's always something new to try. It's
Yeah.
never like, well, I've tried everything on the menu, now I'm going to move on to something else.
Try to do that.
You can try to do something different every time.
Yep.
So, and as far as catering goes, you were just telling me that you'll make just about anything.
Well, if as long as you give me time and tell me you want
Right.
some food, I can check it out and I can make it.
Sure, yeah.
That's no problem. I mean,
Let's talk a little bit about catering because you can actually have a party, reception or what have you, at the Wyndham Garden Hotel or Candlewood Suites.
yes, Wyndham Garden have a ballroom that takes 250.
Okay.
Candlewood Suite has 180, and then all the Tuscany Grill and it's Garden Cafe and Wyndham Garden, Candlewood, and also a new restaurant that opened up. It's going to be the Thirsty Goat. It's going to open up
Thirsty
this
Goat.
all the same owner, and they all like connect and work together to try to
Okay,
have it.
very
So,
good,
yeah.
very good. The Thirsty Goat is over on Fish Hatchery Road, just down the
Yep.
road from the Wyndham Garden.
Yep,
So
and-
that'll be open in September. you said.
September. It's going to be a broastery, smokehouse, American brew pub.
Very cool.
So it's going to be always have roasted chicken, smoked meat, and then we're gonna make their own beer. So
You
it's gonna
getting
be
hungry
different.
out there and
Yeah.
thirsty? Goats out there and non-goats?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue on to some stuff here.
All right, go ahead.
While we talk.
Yeah.
And mussels. Here
All
comes
right.
the seafood finally. Clams. And clams, because they don't have much clams in the clams, I always add some extra clams.
Okay. Add some clams to the clams.
Yes.
Very good.
And also shrimp. The big ones we do have.
Oh, those are huge.
Yes. And now also some whitefish here. It's actually cod I have.
This really is a seafood stew. I mean, there's
Oh, yeah.
so many different types of seafood here.
Oh yeah. We'll put the cod in.
Some cod in there.
Top.
I imagine you could almost put just about anything in here if you
Yeah.
season it up right.
Exactly. I mean, the stew has some Italian name that I don't even gonna try saying, but it probably means most everything you can get from the ocean.
Sure, yeah.
That's the name on the stew. Now we're gonna try this here.
There, all right.
Oops. And now we do this and let this simmer.
Okay, so we put that on top and then you
Yes.
let that simmer.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. And I understand that you have a finished product to
Yes,
show
I do.
us.
I have
Okay.
right here. This is how they come out to the table with breadsticks and everything.
Excellent. Ooh, breadsticks.
Yes.
I am intrigued. Can I try some?
Yeah, absolutely.
Try a little bit of this Tuscan seafood stew here.
Yes.
I'm gonna grab a breadstick. Ooh, and I got a big piece of shrimp
We're
right
gonna
here.
shrimp right away.
Well, the marinara sauce, you can taste that in there.
Yeah.
That's delicious.
It's also because now we've been playing for like this show is like 7-8 minutes long or something like that. And I think
Seven. Yeah, we're
that's
about
how-
30 seconds.
That's how long it takes to make this. When it's
That's
almost
it.
done, I'm gonna
Wow.
plate it up and it's done.
Easy.
And most it may take more part to chop everything up, but that's
Well, yeah, but you come with that prepared, and then beyond that,
Yeah.
no big deal, right?
absolutely.
Well, Chef Peter Lidstrom,
Thank you.
As always, thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. If you want a great meal and some different things to try every now and then, head on down to Tuscany. It's over in the Wyndham Garden Hotel on Fish Hatchery Road. Don't go away. There's more restaurant show coming up right after this. Stick around. Thanks so much for joining me on the restaurant show. I hope that when you are out and about looking for a place to eat or out at the store shopping, that you will consider supporting any one of these locally owned businesses. That's all the time we have for today on the restaurant show. This is Justin Riley reminding you that life is too short to eat average.
This episode of The Restaurant Show brought to you by AccuClimb Mechanical Services.